I've taken to court twice and they did nothing. But let me have not showed up purposely at the drop off location.
Child support or
jail.
Child support or for just a time sharing? You went in front of a judge, or did you go?
Yes.
Okay, yeah. Time sharing is different. They can make those up. That's based upon the facts of the case. But both parties are entitled to have the time in Florida, unless there's some reason that the court can justify the deviation. But again, to this right here, the particular parenting plan, a court-ordered time sharing schedule, or a time sharing arrangement exercised by agreement of the parties, such as where the child spends a significant amount of overtime, of time, but less than 20% of overnights with one parent, thereby reducing the financial expenditures incurred by the other parent, or the refusal of a parent to become involved in the activities. But you see that 20% number? That means what? Yeah. 73, right?
Mm-hmm.
So if you have that child for 80 days, what must they do? They're going to show you right here, deviate from the guideline.
Which they do that in PA, but they only deviate 30% of your contribution or whatever you want to call it. Which
read them number 8, Jamal. So you can finish that on your own.
For purpose of adjusting any award of child support under this paragraph, substantial amount of time means that a parent exercises time share at least 20% of overnights of the year.
So if you hit 100, what must they do with the guidelines? Deviate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know Pennsylvania. I don't know any of the other 49 as well as I know Florida, because I live in Florida. But the other thing is you now have a nexus, people. Not just the guys in the room, but the X number of hundreds. Just find the rules. RULES. And we've done this before.
Or it's like my child support, I got to reduce because I have to put them on my insurance. So they deduct.
That's another thing. Glad you brought that up. I'm gonna help you out with that too. If you're paying insurance, even through the company, what do they have to do, Jamal? They have to give you credit.
The rules here, they say that both parents have to have them, which I don't have a problem with that. I'm not going to deny my kid insurance,
but do they give you credit for let's say both parents had to have insurance, but your insurance covers more? How do they deal with that issue?
So they have to go. The insurance companies apparently have a rule that they have to make. So a child has to is covered by 2 different companies. Let's say Blue Stay and Red Cross, whatever, just for the sake of argument. They have to make primary the parent whose birthday comes first, not who's older in the month in the calendar year, whose birthday is first. By month, if it's the same month, then by day. So because mom is born in June and I'm in July, her insurance take priority and mine is secondary. So
that's the law of the state.
That's how insurances deal with it.
That's interesting. I don't know.
Yep, and that goes by. And I just had a situation with the dental insurance this week, and they do the same. I had to actually basically educate them on that. The what's it called, the dentist. But I called insurance, and they said the same thing. They operate like that. They go by whoever's birthday comes first in the calendar year.
But you both have insurance. But does her insurance cover as much as the other?
My insurance is better co-pays, better coverage, better everything. I don't understand why we can't use it. It's strange.
So is it so that they be unbiased? What is the reason for that?
For what?
For them using that
they have
that formula.
The insurance company. That's how they do it. I don't know why they do that, but that's how they do it.
Can you get me that in writing, so I can, or so that when next time you and I discuss in the console, because I'm with Jonathan on that. That doesn't make no damn sense.
Yeah, I mean, I feel like that's depriving the child of better, but I think
that won't be that won't be the issue of how we feel. I want to be able to read it to see if there is if there's there's rules and there's things called exceptions to rules. I always know the rules and know if there's an exception to the rule. Like there's hearsay and there's an exception to hearsay. Those that may be a rule, but there may be an exception that could garner you a better outcome. But when you said the thing about, because in Florida we all like Maul said in Florida, if he has insurance, then he gets credit for that insurance on the child support. It gets deducted. So
I think here they calculate it based on the family size, like something along those lines, or like, oh, you're responsible for, now you're responsible, like, let's say it costs $90 for 3 people. They're gonna say, well, your daughter is $30 out of that $90 because you have 3 people in the family.
I get that part, but the thing that's most important that I want more people to get out of this, especially as we move forward, because 12 o'clock is rapidly approaching, and we know I have to do my sports stuff. But this is what I want everybody to take from this. And I think the second line of question is, what did they determine meritoriously? But here's what this is what I would suggest. Because again, I can't give you advice. But if it were Chagret, I would just go to the rules. And granted, I may have a 14-year head start on y'all apparently, but just go. When he said I can show you, I went right to reading. That's it. I had an idea because people were saying the same things to me. And I just said, wait a minute. And I'm gonna see if he's up yet.